Back with us now, California Congressman Darrell Issa. It's good to see you again. The White House says it wants to keep gas prices low, but that the climate crisis cannot wait. Can it do both?
Well, you can say both. You can't do both. If we continue to be a producer and an exporter of gas, we would, in fact, notwithstanding California's taxes, we would drive down the cost of energy across the board. This is particularly true in natural gas, where we're a net exporter. And if we continue on the trajectory we're on, we'd be an even greater net exporter. What that means is our prices would be lower, the global prices would be lower. It doesn't mean you'll consume more. It means that you have an opportunity to get off of coal and other high-polluting fuels. So one of the things they're not saying is not only are we paying more for fuel, but right now China is buying all the coal they can get. The actual carbon emissions in Europe, the United States, and China are going up this year, reversing a trend where we were going down for many years, including all of the Trump years.
You know, it's interesting you point out China. I just want to point this out quickly that, you know, the White House and the Democrats want clean energy, 80% of our U.S. electricity from zero carbon, when China puts out more greenhouse gases than the U.S. and the developed world combined. And Congressman, you and I have been talking about this too, and other experts have warned about this, that the U.S. could start looking like Europe. Now, we hear that complaint a lot, right? But it's a serious thought in this way. The same chronic energy crises. Europe is now dependent on Russia for fuel, and now instead of exporting energy, we're now back to importing energy, as you pointed out, handing power back to OPEC, Russia, Venezuela. Let's listen to former President Trump and Mike Pompeo on this. Watch.
One of the other things that I was very proud of, we became #1 in the world in energy and oil and output. We were beating Saudi Arabia by a lot. We were beating Russia by a lot. We were bigger than both. And now we're going back to them. We're going back to OPEC for the first time in a long time. We're going back to OPEC because we don't have enough energy. We don't have enough oil and gas because a lot of the areas that we're talking about were shut down, stupidly shut down for no reason, not even an environmental reason. They were just shut down.
Most of the work that came to develop through warp speed, the vaccine that ultimately delivered good outcomes for the world, and so many of the biggest pharmaceutical companies that have the most technology in the world, they all came from America because this was the system we had. Europe has a very different model. It has a model that doesn't reward work nearly as much, that has no place for innovation, and it's why we've outcompeted them and grown our economy.
What do you say, Congressman?
Well, clearly, if you're Norway, you're very happy to be a net exporter of natural gas in vast amounts. But most of Europe has been too foolish to develop an independent capability to have cleaner energy. So instead, they're going to buy it from Russia, and they're going to buy it from Russia at their own peril. America was on the path to replacing Russia as a reliable source for natural gas for Europe. That made the Europeans cleaner and more able, quite frankly, to be independent of the wrongdoing of Russia. So there's a number of areas besides just cost where we were on the right track as a net exporter. And again, natural gas allowed us to reduce our carbon footprint every year for a decade. And in fact, right now, we're going the other direction, as is the rest of the world. We've made a lot of mistakes, and those mistakes are reversible. But the #1 mistake we've made is to elect Joe Biden and bring in with it policies that started shutting down the ability to be self-reliant on affordable energy, which was making us the envy of the world. And quite frankly, we were reducing our carbon emissions while at the same time taking care of our people at an affordable rate.
It's wild. I mean, we're seeing Europe experiencing widespread natural gas shortages as they ban fracking, and they're looking to Russia. Their nat gas has more than doubled. Those are great points that you made, Congressman. It's good to see you. We'll have you back on again soon, Congressman Darrell Issa.